What's going on? We're going to do a little update video. It is February 23rd. I'm Johnny DeValsa with Trieffort. I'm just a regular age group triathlete trying to document my journey into the sport and beyond. Trying to get to the top of this sport a little bit, within the age group range, see what I could do. And yeah, I just want to document the journey along the way. Figure I'd get the ball rolling with some more videos, and I wanted to update a little bit. It's been 3 weeks since my last video. I left that video talking about wanting to get into weekly training logs, which I do. Right now I'm training for the Boston Marathon, which is in 7 weeks. So I want to just maybe do a little trial week, see what goes into how I'm training for Boston. I'm training like a triathlete. Boston's not a goal race of mine. My first goal race is going to be Eagleman 70.3 June 9th. So that's about 15 weeks from now. So I want to probably, maybe even right after Boston, just start doing weekly logs there. So not really the full training cycle, but we'll get about 7 weeks there. And then the big race for me this year is going to be Chattanooga's full Ironman in September. That is 31 weeks from now. So just kind of keep the ball rolling and just go week by week and see what we could do. See if I could keep up. I'm not too great at pumping out videos, but maybe I could come up with some type of format that'll work good to keep some attention and make it not so boring. I've been like binge watching other people's videos, so it's like, I want to do that. So, and I think I could do like some interesting stuff. Some people, they start losing my interest. So it's like, okay, maybe I don't want to be doing that for my videos, but then, maybe I have some other input I could do. Just kind of, getting some ideas from everybody else's content out there. I like watching it all. I don't mean to say, somebody's boring me or whatever, but it's, what interests me, whatever, I'll put that out there in some of my videos. And yeah, but I wanted to do a little update. The past 3 weeks, I've been sick as hell. I pretty much haven't been able to train at all. Just this week, I got into, I think I did like 1 easy run or 2 easy runs, and I hopped on the cycle or the bike for like 2 hours or so. That really derailed any type of plan I had for Boston. Boston wasn't going to be an A race. It's just going to be a fun race, and now it's going to be an extra fun race for me because I got 7 weeks to go, and my training's just tanked, absolutely tanked. For me to rebuild from this is going to be pretty difficult. That being said, it kind of opened up my eyes that I need to start taking a little bit better care of the recovery aspect of the training. Not that I got sick because, I wasn't recovered or whatever, and I wasn't even into a heavy training cycle, but just my immune system, I'm sure that was down. And the fact that this lasted 3 weeks, pretty much a week into the sickness, I actually started feeling really good. So me and my buddies went on a motocross trip to the Carolinas, and I rode really hard 3 days in a row. And I think that absolutely tanked the immune system. And I think that's why this ramped up and just kind of turned into a whole different animal these past 2 weeks. So, but I am on the mend from that. I'm very fatigued. I could tell my heart rate was my resting heart rate jumped up 10 beats for like the past 2 weeks. And that's pretty much my sure sign of, hey, something's not right. Last night, it dropped back down into like a range that I feel comfortable training with. And I do feel healthy enough to do an indoor triathlon tomorrow. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because the swim club, or the place that I'm in the swim club at, they're putting on a indoor mini triathlon, like a sprint tri. I signed up for that. It's just gonna be for fun. It's gonna be a pool swim. We're doing, I think 800 yards. And then it's on like a spin bike. It's like a 12.4 mile bike. And I've never ridden one of these bikes. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't even know. I seen like you could utilize your watts and whatnot, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I had to plug in like an estimated time, and I'm like thinking, what would I do on my tri bike? But there's no aerodynamic gains. I don't even know how I'm gonna pedal this thing. Like, should I be in the aero position on this spin bike? Probably not, because you can't put down as much power. So we're just gonna wing it tomorrow, and then it's a treadmill run. Transitions don't count. In fact, we're getting 10 minutes for transition time. So I'm like, do I want to practice fast transitions, or wait a minute, let me use that 10 minutes to let my body, recover a little bit. I don't know. Not taking it all that serious. This is all for fun. Some of the people that are in my swim club are doing it as well. So I think we're just gonna have a good time with it. First I don't know, just my first indoor triathlon. So that's kind of something cool. Yeah, I'm not a great pool swimmer. I'm awful in the pool. I am getting better. I take that back. I'm actually a pretty decent pool swimmer now. So I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna have a pretty good time tomorrow. And just something to kind of get me back into the swing of things. I'm not, this isn't like, oh, first race of the year, but it kind of is, you know, there's, you know, we're going to, you know, have some fun with it. So looking forward to that. I think I might even keep this video going and maybe capture some of that tomorrow too, before I you know, put this video out or whatever. But I just wanted to do a little update there. I'm going to hop on the trainer now and just kind of spin out the legs for maybe 10 minutes or so, just get the blood flowing. It's 7 p.m. I probably shouldn't even be doing that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a quick little update here and, I don't know, put out more content. I don't know. That's about it. So, and I'm trying out this cinematic lens feature here. I think that looks kind of cool. So, cool. Actually, this is a perfect time to show off this little mod that's been going around the internet for the Zwift Hub or any indoor trainer. I got these little exercise half ball thingies. I don't know what they're called, little hedgehogs or something. But I set up the trainer with that for a little comfy ride. It's supposed to replicate outdoor riding. I did get a couple rides in this week. It does feel good. Kind of would recommend it. I'm not too sure. I did do a sprint effort with it. It held up. Actually felt really good, so I'm kind of excited to see how this continues to feel. And I did buy the little tennis ball feet too. I'm going to try next, so maybe I'll, I don't know, do a video with that or something. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just do something quick like this. But I tried it out. It looks kind of goofy, but I think it works good, so maybe give it a go. So the only issue with these little hedgehogs, that's what I'm going to call them, hedgehogs. It puts the bike like 4 inches taller, so it's kind of harder to get on, and I look like a goof, so I might struggle here. There we go. Just got to saddle up and get going. Yeah, it feels pretty good. So I'm not going to film this how I do like most of the other workout videos with the Zwift screen in the background. This is just a quick, simple race prime and ride for tomorrow. Probably shouldn't even be doing it, but just keeping a high cadence right now. Low wattage, low heart rate. I'm at 100 beats, so that's not even zone 2. I'm going to attempt to get a shot of the hedgehogs. I have no clue how that looked, but we'll see how it turned out. So I actually bought those for like mobility work and whatnot, doing some like stretching and whatever. And yeah, they've just been sitting in a corner in the gym for a year now. I tried to use them. They're one of those things that you think you're gonna use and you just don't. So then I seen on the internet, everybody was posting like, oh, you gotta buy these from Amazon for your trainer. It makes it feel like you're riding outside. And I said, I ain't doing that shit. That's stupid. But then I thought about it. It's like, I have those. Let me try it. So yeah, I put them on and kind of ate my words a little bit. And feels good. Feels a little sketchy, but I don't know. Maybe it makes me pay a little bit more attention to I don't know. I'm just talking. My positioning, whatever. It feels cool. Give it a go. Give the hedgehogs a try. So. Kind of laughing at, I really got kitted up to ride for 15 minutes tonight. I even made a nutrition bottle. Always got to practice your nutrition flips like that. So it'll pay dividends on race day when you can do that little move there. So keep it in mind. Practice that stuff on the trainer, then try to take it to the road. And you know, I've never lost a bottle doing that. So. But yeah, I just wanted to get some type of content out. Quick little update video here. I'm going to roll this into tomorrow. Try to maybe get the wife to film a little bit of the mini tri tomorrow. See what we could do. And yeah, this is the easiest I've ever taken it on a ride. This is nice. This is what easy's supposed to feel like. I like it. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see what we can do tomorrow. All right, we're off to the race. I had to get up extra early because I live 5 minutes away from the race venue, so pretty long drive this morning, but we're getting it done. We're almost getting off the exit here, so I'm excited. This is fun. This is fun. I'm not tricking myself. I actually am excited, so this is cool. I just have a little carb mix drink that I do, some electrolytes, and I'm taking some 2 caffeine pills and some endurance pills or whatever. Do that about half an hour before I race. My heat goes off in a half hour, so I'm supposed to be there right now. But this will be good. So yeah, we'll check in a little bit. All right, indoor mini tri complete. It was like a sprint distance tri. Complete, went well. That was a blast. I had a lot of fun doing that. Really glad I did it. That was the fun I was looking for today, and feel good about it. Yeah, so my heat was at 8:30. They had heats every half hour. There was 6 lanes in the pool, so 6 of us would go, and that would just be our time slot to do our race or whatever. There's like maybe 50 people total or 40 or something. This is the first year of this mini tri for this location, and they're going to do it next year or whatever. And I will do it next year because I had a blast doing it. So went well. I projected my pool swim would be, it was an 800-yard swim. I put in that I'd probably do it in 14 minutes. So I paced to do it in 14 minutes. I came out of the water 13 minutes, 56 seconds. So pretty dang good as far as how I thought it would go. That went well for me. I did notice my heart rate was elevated, more so than usually whenever I swim, but recovering from being sick or whatever, that's just kind of what I took away with that data. Transitions didn't count. I took maybe 7 minutes to get ready and adjust the bike or whatever. It was a stationary bike, so we adjusted the seat a little bit and got going on that. I really hate stationary bikes. It was kind of like a suffer fest, just because I didn't know how to, I kind of picked up how to monitor because it did read wattage and it read mile per hour or whatever. So I was just kind of going, I was doing intervals between 21 miles an hour and 26 miles an hour, just kind of like a minute on, a minute off kind of deal. And it told you your cadence too, which I was doing like 90 to 95, which is a little higher than I normally would on like a tri bike or, a standard outside ride or whatever. Yeah, looking around, we were all in a circle, and it just looks like everybody's doing the same because we're all kind of pedaling, but we determine our own power. So you couldn't really gauge what other people were doing. Not that we were really trying to, but I sweat a ton more than I think I ever do on a bike, or maybe that's just because, you know, you got the wind blowing and cooling you down. I did have a fan right behind me. There was one fan for the whole circle, and my wife pointed out like, oh, there's a fan over there. So I was like, I'm picking that bike. So I did that. Anyway, so the bike went okay. It was a 12.4 mile bike ride. I wrote down that I do that in 30 minutes because that's kind of what I do on a regular bike. But then it dawned on me like, this isn't like, you know, you're not going to have aerodynamic gains. But I did end up doing the bike in 33 minutes and 30 seconds. So pretty close to what I would project. And like I say, that was a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. It went okay, you know, it went well for me. I was just using regular running shoes for that. I did see I could have used clips. I could have, you know, got shoes that clipped into the other side of the pedals, but I didn't know that. Whatever, not a big deal. I don't really care about that. But anyway, so I had different shoes to run on the treadmill. So I actually tried out the Saucony Endorphin Elite shoes. That's what I'm going to use to run Boston in. So I figured this would be a good way to break them in, you know, doing a faster pace run. It was a 3-mile run on the treadmill. I started the run. I wrote down that I'd do it in 20 minutes. I ended up doing the run in 20 minutes and 4 seconds. So that's how I paced it anyways. I went out doing like maybe 7-minute, 20-second mile, just, you know, for the first portion of the run. And I just, every 0.1 mile, I just increased the pace, and I ran it progressive. And the last mile was, you know, 6:20s or so. And then I sprinted the last quarter mile, I don't know, like 5:45 or whatever pacing. And then that gave me, you know, pretty much 20 minutes or a 6:40 pace for the 3 miles. So that's how that went down. I don't mind running on the treadmill. I enjoy treadmill running. I had my form in check, felt good. I've been really working on my run form a bit. My legs held together. I did a run like 2 days ago and they felt super heavy, and I was like, oh, I felt awful. And I was doing like an 8-minute pace there. So I didn't know how this would turn out for me. Turned out really good. Heart rate was up again. You know, I think for the bike and the run, my heart rate was like 165 to 175 or so, which is pretty high, but this is also a sprint distance try. So you are pushing more intensity anyways. So that might actually be about what it would be on like an actual like outdoor sprint try race day. But whatever, my overall time was 1 hour, 7 minutes, 30 seconds or something. I don't know where that placed me. I did try to stick around for the rest of the heats and all that, but it was kind of like, it wasn't really like a crowd type gathering to spectate and all that. I kind of felt awkward, like gazing down at I was like on the above platform, you know, looking down at everybody around on the treadmills. And it's like, this kind of makes me feel a little bit awkward. But yeah, I did check in and out a little bit. But so I don't know how that overall placement was. I would assume pretty well. Everything went very good for me. And it kind of just a fun event to do. My takeaway is just that, you know, I'm glad I did it. Glad I signed up, got to push some intensity today, got to push out the rest of this, put the sickness behind me or whatever. And I feel recovered enough to, you know, keep turning it up and getting back into training. This motivated me a little bit more. I was actually pretty down on myself. Even yesterday, whenever I opened up with this video, I was just kind of like, oh, everything's in the tank. My fitness is trash. And I do have to rebuild from here, but I'm probably not as far off as I thought. So that makes me happy. Today went great. The volunteers did awesome. Everybody that put on this indoor mini try for us, you know, locally, very cool. 5 minutes down the road, got to do a little event today in February, and yeah, open up. This is kind of like my season opener, right? Like this is like a, you know, first kind of thing that you sign up and race. So it was cool. And I got to meet some new people today too. Didn't really get any contact info or whatever, but hopefully we see each other, you know, at some of these other local events and meet up and get to do some training this year. That'll be very cool. I like seeing more people in the sport and just meeting new people. So very cool. Had a great time. And yeah, that's a wrap on this. And I think we're ready to get back to training and turn up some more videos. So if you like this type of content, let me know. It helps to see that, you know, if people like the video or like and subscribe. But I'm really not pushing that, but it does help me, you know, seeing that. And yeah, any input on videos like this that I could just keep doing, you know, motivates me a bit. So thanks for tuning in, and stick around for more.